Yeah, welcome to my channel again. It's been a while since I made a video. I'm going to do a little glove collection from the past two seasons. So last season that was cut short due to COVID was 1920, and this season, which is obviously 2021, which is currently on pause due to COVID again. We don't know what's going to happen now, if the season's going to continue or whether they'll just null and void it again. So sort of one whole season / two halves put together. But this is the gloves I've used and everything. I've given away quite a few pairs to a mate of mine, and I've sold a few pairs as well. So it's not literally every single glove, but it's all the ones I still have. I hope you enjoy. Any questions, leave them in the comment below and I'll try and get back to you as quick as I can. Cheers. So this is pretty much every pair that I've used. Like I said in the intro, I've given away quite a few pairs of gloves and I've sold quite a few. I tend to sell them in like bundles on eBay every now and then. But yeah, this is all the ones I've still got. So I've got, you know, pairs that I prefer over others, but generally I quite like each and every pair that's here. So I'll just start at the back with my GK Icon gloves. I've had quite a few pairs of these. These are from the KZ GK Icon, obviously GK Icon. This is like a GK Icon edition of a KZ glove with graphite latex palm. I had two pairs of these. They come with finger protection. I just kept the finger protection in the ring finger and the pinky, just because I think they're quite weak fingers. I've personally dislocated that pinky before and duffed up the others. I've always found these are the fingers that get duffed up the most. So yeah, I'll just keep them in there and I'll use them for father side, hence why they've a bit sort of got that black rubber crumb dust on them, but they're quite good gloves. Not a huge fan of the strap being the opposite way. It's, you know, when you're pulling the glove on, you tend to pull there and you can scratch your latex up. But no, solid glove. You can't really get them now, but if you do ever see them kicking around, well, I think I paid about 20 quid per pair for two pairs of these. So yeah, it was a good offer at the time. Yeah, these are the main GK Icon gloves. I've got, probably had these in my last video. I've got two pairs here of the red, I think the Iconic Raw, yeah, the Iconic Raw, size 10.5. In my last video, I think I probably said again, I went for a too small size, I went for a 10, but now I've got these in the 10.5 and they fit me pretty much perfect. Once again though, I did cut the wrist strap, just personal preference on these. I just prefer having that side entry open, it was just easier to get on. But once they're on, they fit pretty solid, absolutely perfect 10. You know, even though I had 10.5, the strap is, you know, it's not amazing. It's to get it to be a tight fit how I'd like, I'd have to pull it right there and then you'd have this flapping around. So I never had the strap very tight, to be honest, which is my only sort of downfall of these. But you know, I love the extended palm, love the latex. The latex was superb, really good on these. The backhand is nice. It was quite a lightweight backhand, quite tight to your hand. A little bit of rubber detail in there and on the bottom there, but not that it's doing a whole lot. Maybe a little bit of punch protection there. I'm not too sure that's what's going to offer much, but yeah, just the latex on these gloves is absolutely brilliant. Loved it. Loved the latex across sort of most conditions. I wore these and brilliant gloves. Wore both pairs loads, and you can see it's not much wear on them at all. A little tear there just on the bottom of the pinky finger, which I think they addressed, and I think it was these. Yeah, I'm sure James at GK Icon addressed that pretty quickly, and I've got no gripes with them whatsoever. Brilliant glove. One of my favourite brands at the moment. They're doing plenty of exciting things, so keep an eye on GK Icon. They've got a lot coming out in the coming year. One brand that's sort of gone defunct, gone, you know, stopped trading and / just sort of selling up their stock was Hedera. Really nice looking gloves. Love the look at these. You know, one of the better looking sort of indie brands out there that I've seen. I really like the white on the tips. I'm a big fan of that. I'm a big fan of the look of the glove in total, and you know, the extended palm on the wrist there. And I was a big fan of these. When I got them, the strap was a little bit too long for my liking, so I cut the strap. As you can see, just a bit too long, so I did cut it. But once they're on there, you know, they fit really nice, and they've got a nice wrist strap there, which obviously you just gotta, because I've cut it, I've got to fire around a little bit. See, when I was having it, it was all hanging out here, but really nice. The latex wasn't amazing. I was a little bit underwhelmed by it. It was solid enough, but it just didn't have sort of as much to it as I'd have hoped. But really well-made glove and nice fit, nice feel on the ball. Quite a bulky 10, especially in negative. Got a bulky glove for what they are. But I really like them. It's a shame to see them sort of cease trading, but it is what it is. Current market and everything that's going on in the world right now, it's a difficult place to survive. But yeah, nice solid glove. I wore those in pre-season and for a couple of friendlies and training, and I like them. Decent glove. Okay, Caliers. Absolutely love these. I made I think I wore these in about 4 or 5 games and made one of the best saves I've ever made, to be honest. I'll put it in here now. In these gloves, as you can see, I don't know how I got that. Still got that at 30 years old. But yeah, brilliant gloves. Really like them. So they got a lot of... KA is another brand that I'm a huge fan of, as you probably can tell by my previous videos. Huge fan of. I've had, I'd say the best part, thick end of 30 pairs of gloves from KA. And they're always trying to do something, always trying to move with the market, always trying to develop new latex, sort of new products, new latexes, materials and fits and looks, and you've got a lot going on. I've got a lot of time for KA. Yeah, big fan of these. I really like the latex on them. The latex is brilliant across any condition I wore them on. The only sort of negative for me, just personal preference again, was just I felt like there was a little bit too much sort of backing on them, and I lost a little bit of feel for the ball. If it's me, I'd probably have either a thinner latex or a thinner foam backing on the inside. It just felt like it was a little bit too padded for me. Like I say, I just lost a little bit of feel for the ball. But everything else, I love the backhand, I love the look at them. I love this sort of, I think it's called a polyancer material across the backhand. I'm big fan of that. I like the wrist strap and then the wrist entry. No problems getting in the glove in on or off. So honestly, even though it's a half strap, you still get a decent lock around your wrist there, because you've got plenty of Velcro, and you can get a good tight or loose, however you like to feel on your wrist. But yeah, big fan of these. They've held up really well, as you can see. If it'll focus, there's not much wear and tear on these at all. They've gone a little bit yellow on the fingers, which is why I've not looked after them. They've been in the bag for a couple months, but no, I'm a real big fan of them. Real big fan. Love KA. Need to get some more soon, to be honest, just because their new stuff looks brilliant. A couple of pairs from another indie brand again, B2. I purchased these from, I think Bruno it is, Bruno at B2. Seems like a good guy, Brazilian chap. And a mate of mine gave me these. He won them in the competition, but they're too big for him. They're size 10, he's a size 9. So he kindly gave me these, and I'm a real big fan of these. In particular, I love the latex on them. The graphite latex in the wet was superb. Really big fan of them. And they've worn in. I wore these in quite a few games. I wore them in absolute minging, driving rain and mud, and they stuck to the ball brilliantly. And the backhand's nice neoprene and rubber on the fingers there. Gives you a nice feel for just nice hardware and materials. They didn't wear at all. They got a double strap, but you can't really get this design anymore. But they've got updated models and new materials, new ranges out at the moment on B2. Feel free to check them out and see what they're constantly selling out. So he seems to be doing all right. B2. Big fan of them, and big fan of these. These are contact ones. Negative cut. I like them as well. They didn't have the double strap. It's had a single elastic strap, a bit shorter. It's much of a muchness for me, but I like the way they fit. Quite a long glove. But yeah, I was a fan of these. I like the rubber again on the back end. The contact latex was quite good. Seemed to be all right across sort of mud and wet conditions, but mainly for dry contact. But yeah, like them again. Nice indie brand. Hopefully they do well. Let's go on to my one spot gloves. 3 pairs here, but I've had plenty of one spots in the past. But these are sort of my 3 main models at the moment. The Canceberos, absolutely love these. Brilliant gloves. Paul is doing really good stuff at one spot at the moment, and so keep an eye out. Another brand to keep an eye out on for what they're bringing out and what they're doing. They're trying different things, different materials in their gloves, but they don't make anything. There's no sort of bells and whistles added unnecessarily. They just make things that are functional and do a job. So this wrist strap is a little bit loose. I don't ever remember it being that loose. I think it's probably where I've stretched over time. But the strap is perfect, spot on. There's no massive flapping going on there, so it's ideal. That's quite tight there, actually. Yeah, I love this look. I love the blue glove. The blue, I think it's a graphite latex on these. As you can see on the index finger now, I've worn these quite a lot. So they're pretty well worn. All these in 8-10 games, I'd say. A few training sessions as well, which, for me, for games, I don't wear gloves for more than 5-6 games generally. I quite like to change them quite often. I like to keep gloves at their optimum grip wise, but no, I wore these in a lot of games and never felt like they were sort of letting me down at any point. No, I like the fit as well. It looks like a really wide fit, but it's nice and tight on the fingers, nice and it looks wide. It looks like it'd fit a lot wider and looser than it is, but no, they're very tight, nice. They've got like a silicone on the inside of the glove, right up the thumb as well, which is a big feature for me. Often brands won't put silicone on the thumb. Not sure why, they'll only put it on the inside across the 4 fingers, but they've got it on the thumb as well. But no, big fan of that. No, big fan of these. These next ones again from the current sort of range. I think they're called the Classic 2.0. Big fan of these. I went for a size, so these are a 10. I went for a size 9 in these. Just thought I'd drop down a smidge to see how they fit. And a lot tighter, a lot more fitted. I could have got into a 10, I think, as well, because these are a smidge short, but I like the way these fit. They're nice and tight on the finger. I like a tight fitting glove. These have only had a few wears for me at the moment, mainly on 3G, and I walked a couple of times on grass just because our season's been paused and suspended. But a big fan of these. These have got it's either a super soft or a Giga. I can't remember what the latex is. I have to check the website, but it's a very soft, nice latex on them, and I love the fit of the feel. I think it's a bit of a hybrid, sort of a negative roll. So they've got the tips, it's just rolled around the outsides there on all the fingers, and all the seam is on the inside of the glove. So it's sort of the negative, and then the roll over on the thumb there, and then the thumb's got all sort of the inside stitching across the seam there. Brilliant glove, real big fan of it. I love the sort of the white and the black dots there, like real classic looking glove. Big fan of them. Also these Paul at One Sport gave me these kindly before they were released, just to sort of have a look at them and see what they were like. Absolutely love them. Love the fit of them. I love the similar cut to these with a roll tip around the finger, but instead of having a latex gusset like these have, you've got a material gusset. I'll get you on. I love the look of them. They're sort of styled on the old Royce gloves from the 90s, sort of a throwback to them with the red detailing on the fingers there, but absolutely superb looking glove. Love them. Love the fit. Again, these are size 9. I'm perfect fit with these. These seem a little bit longer than the. There you can see that. Yeah, a smidge longer, so they do fit me that much better than these. Then the old classics, yeah, absolutely love them. These do come with a removable strap as well. I think they're still making, or they were still making tweaks to this model as to what's been released now. So you can have that, wrong way around. Okay, all right, so you have a strap on them if you felt that way inclined. I never felt like I needed it, to be honest, myself. I just wore them without the strap in the, wore these in about 4-5 games in the FA Vars, in the penalty win, shootout win. You can see the black dust sticks to them, which is the only twat, but that's not to do with the gloves. It's just the black dust from 3G. No, love them. Big fan of these. Got plenty of wear left in them still. Fingertips there look real nice. Well, next, have a look at these HOs. These were before we were locked down. Well, before my season was suspended again. These two, so the One Sport Classics now, or these HO gloves were my match gloves. I think I wore these in 3 games. I saw them on Pro Direct Soccer for a good price. So I thought I'd get into them again. I haven't worn HO for years, but got a few of the keepers at Argo at the moment that wearing HO, and I thought, so that I'll have a crack again. Real solid glove, to be fair. They've got the 4mm latex on them. I can't remember if it was like a Giga or Aqua latex. I can't remember. I can't remember. All these sorts of names are all the same thing generally. But they've got like a hybrid cat on them. So you've got a rolled index, rolled pinky with like an inside seam there, with like a negative seam, and two negative fingers in the middle there, and the rolled thumb. We all like the fit of these, size 10, perfect fit. Love the fit of them. The fingers were good length. I did hear that the fingers were quite long on these, but no, they fit me perfectly. Perfect size 10, nice and tight on the side there. I love the way that the glove sort of just tucks in underneath the pinky. It just pinches that side of the hand. You can often get a glove, you know, any brand can have a bit of sort of negative space in the glove there, but these pinch in perfectly there. You know, good sort of fit on them. Nice back. There's no hanging material on the backhand there. You know, lovely. Big fan of them. Keen to get some more HO gloves, to be honest, because they've impressed me. Nice rubber across the knuckles, if you're that way inclined. If you're a big puncher of the ball, they've got plenty of padded protection there. Sort of sales gloves I've managed to pick up. Got a few pairs of sales for absolutely dirt cheap off eBay over the summer, so I got these for like 12 quid. £12. I've got two pairs of the, I remember, the Breeze, the Silhouette Breeze, so negative cut. Not sure what the latex is on these. It just says dry weather grip. What is from the summer. Adhesion Ultra latex on these, which is superb. Big fan of the sales range, and if you can pick up a pair of sales gloves for a good price, absolutely do it, because you cannot go wrong with them in terms of the latex and the fit and feel on the ball. Love them. Perfect, you know, perfect fit on a size 10. Nice, tight on the fingers. The thumb does look a little bit, not sure if it comes across. Thumb's quite large on these, but it's not a major issue at all. Strap's nice, and big fan of them. Wore them for every week for training. You'll probably see in a couple of training videos I'm going to upload from the summer, and you see me wearing these mostly because I absolutely love them. It's like a battering. Hundreds of shots and volleys caught in these, and there's barely a mark on any of them. They held up really well. I'll have a look at the other ones as well. I can't remember which ones I wore more. There's one pair I wore more than the other. I can't remember. But superb. When it got into autumn, sort of slash winter last year, all these sales Silhouette, I can't remember what the whole bloody Exosphere, they got 4 different names to them. But I'm a big fan of these. I don't really like the neoprene on the wrist. I just feel like it doesn't hold up very well. It's liable to rip in, which you'll see in a moment. But I absolutely love this material in the backhand, this Outlast material. It's just hot. Keeps your hands cold or warm, no matter what the conditions are. I love the fit and feel on this Sales Silhouette range. Every year they've always been perfect for me. I've had plenty of gloves from Sales, plenty of negative cuts from Sales. They've always fit me perfectly. I always go size 10 every year, and you can't go wrong. Love the fit of the thumb. I love this double wrap feature on the thumb. It just pinches over, the latex just pinches over the top and at the bottom. It just sort of makes the glove hug your thumb a lot. You know, quite nice, and gives you a good feel for the ball. Again, there's them. So there's them there. I'll try and find, it was the other pair. The other pair ripped after a couple of uses. There we go. I didn't come across, but you can see massive hole there. Right across the top of the wristband. I'll get my hand in there so you can see. Yeah. Nightmare that was. After I think it was only second or third use they did that, which is quite annoying. But here's what it is. This latex on them, you struggle to find many gloves with a better latex than Sales top range. What they use is superb. Really is very good. So that's them, Sales. Then the last one's these Nike VG3 from a couple of years ago. These are the promo model. Yeah, just promo model of these. So they've got the Profi latex on them. So contact latex is the same stuff that's given to the pros, supposedly, but no, it's a step above their retail latex, to be honest. I managed to get these for, I think, about 12 quid for each pair. So they're for like 12, and these are brand new, unworn. 12 quid. They're size 10.5, so they are a smidge big for me. So but I'll get away with that. I'll get away with half a size up or down, to be honest, for my usual 10. So as you see, I'll put these on. They're a tiny bit big, but now a big fan of the old Nike gloves, the old VG3s. I love the rolled latex on the pinky and the index. It just gives you that sort of wrap around the ball when you're really grabbing the ball. Love the feel of it. Nike have gone away from that recently, and they've not completely rolled their gloves on the inside. So I haven't tried them, but from what I've been reading, they don't fit and feel as good. But Nike VG3, I'm a huge VG3 fan. It's a shame that they have gone away from that. So hopefully they do in the future go back to it. But big fan of these, and debating whether to keep or sell them, or just move on. I don't know if I'll wear them. We'll see. Size 10.5, as you can see there, unworn, brand new. But that's pretty much all my gloves from the last sort of 2 seasons. Both of them have been cut short. But any questions, comments, like I said, just give me a shout in the comments below, and I'll try and get back to you as quickly as I can. Keep an eye out for any videos that I'm going to upload soon, because I'm going to get some training videos on. Nothing too special, but it's just what we've been doing over the summer, just to keep ticking over last year and get us back into moving and grooving, playing football. Cheers, thanks for watching. Have a good one.